toe-to-toe banger, just stabbing each other, taking turns stabbing each other up. Like one dude to stab a dude 6-7 times, the other dude to stab a dude 6-7 times.
When you was on the island and then when you went up north, was it ever a time, I guess, because like you said, Brooklyn stick together, you know what I'm saying? So was it ever a time that you noticed, like you seen people get pressured, speaking of gangs, to get down? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you might as well get down with the get down because you with us every day, or, you know what I mean? You from over here anyway.
I mean, you know, people gonna ask you, like, if you a real dude, people gonna say, yo, son, you need to come home, son. Yo, you need to, I mean, word up, son, you need to bring it home or whatever. You know what I mean? And I know dudes that, you know, up north, people kind of frown on dudes who turn like gangs on the gate. Like some dudes be in the box and keep like a lot of dudes on Rikers Island, they turned gang when they was in the Bing. You feel me? And you know, that's like I got people that I know personally that dudes is like, yo, son, your man turned blood on the gate, son. Know what I mean? Like, and dudes frown on that, like turning blood on the gate, like you in Key Block or Southport boxing. Dudes like, yo, son, word the mother, you blood from now on, and now you blood. Dudes don't be liking that. Like yo, son, your man turned blood on the gate. He a follower, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like he let dudes amp him up to turn blood and stuff like that. So it depends, man. And then you got some dudes that they was just so real that they came immediately into the game with their own set. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was just talking to one of my mans that I'm gonna bring on Rikers Island stories very soon. And my man, like, you know, I gotta bring him on, bro, like, cause he's a dude that a major set that's running around the whole United States right now, and especially in New York. Like, my bro put that dub in, he put that work in for that. He put that work in for that on Rikers Island when dudes was trying to say his joint was outlawed. You heard? And son was a little dude, and he got it in. And now and so anytime I hear that particular set, I'll be like, I hope dudes that's repping that right now know what my bro had to go through on Rikers Island to keep that popping. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So soon I'm gonna have my bro on the show. My bro, aka Shorty 112, aka Shorty Blood. I'm gonna have my sister on the show, and we're gonna talk some history.
Yeah, shout out to him. Word, yeah, because that's crazy. So you're right though, because that era, your era, as far as that time when you was behind the wall was crazy, because that was like right after the birth of everything on the East, and then I think you was there like right after the wars, right? Like after the wars was kind of
I was on Rikers Island before it was thought of, and then I was on Rikers Island right when it was starting. I went up north right when it was starting. I think it was starting in the 3 building, and I was in the 4 building, so it was in adults. You understand what I'm saying? But then, like by 9-4 and all of that, it was all over the island. But I was back on Rikers Island in like 99, 2000, 2001, and at that time, you know, it was a whole different game. Like,
so you done seen the whole jail go from before, during, and then after. Like, you done seen it all.
Yeah, I was in there. You know, I ain't been there in a long time, thankfully, right now. And I heard it's, you know, it's crazy now. Like all them stories I be telling about Green and stuff, how Bloods was getting torn up, trying to come into jail, stuff like that. I heard it's a blood jail now. You feel what I'm saying? So things change, bro. Just like the streets in the ghetto, things change. Like, I mean,
yeah. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. You definitely got some crazy stories, bro. The last one I think was crazy too. Was you know what I mean, when you came out the bathroom, they hit the lights on you. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so let me ask you this too, guys. Being behind the wall and being so young, what you feel like was one of the craziest moments, or the most, like, I don't want to say scariest, but just one of the most sobering moments for you that you was like, yo, this is real. Like, I'm really, like, you know what I'm saying? This is my life. Like, this is real. Like,
it was many, bro. It was many. You know what I mean? I remember when I first came up top, when I was in Franklin. I mean, you know, I had been in a couple of spots, but I wasn't settled anywhere. Franklin was the first jail that I ever got settled in and was there for a year and better. Like when I first got there, I thought the jail was laid back and quiet. It looked laid back and quiet. And then we went to programs in the morning, and two Jamaican dudes who had beef, he just started going gun for gun, like, I mean, stabbing each other up mad crazy, but they both had vests on. Like, they used to take the phone booths and strap the phone booths around their chests and stuff to make bulletproof, like knife-proof vests. So they was just stabbing each other up mad crazy on the walkway, and all you heard was the bangers going through all of the paper, like getting stuck inside the phone book and coming out like pop, 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 busting through the state coat and going in the phone book. But I remember watching that, and I remember saying to myself, it was two Jamaican dudes, and I remember saying to myself, if them dudes ain't have phone books, like, why these dudes ain't bleeding? He was just like, yo, they got phone booths on. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, the way these dudes are stabbing each other, if they ain't have no phone books blocking, both of them would be dead, bro.
Yeah.
Both, they stab each other like 30 times each, bro. I'm talking about the way dudes go toe-to-toe boxing. They was toe-to-toe banger, just stabbing each other, each other, taking turns stabbing each other up. Like one dude to stab a dude 6-7 times, the other dude to stab a dude 6-7 times, but they was all hitting the vest. But I was like, it only gonna take a matter of seconds for somebody to get hit in the neck, and it's gonna be a wrap. But in the particular jail that we was in, it's only a certain, you got like 5 minutes on that walkway before you get to the police. So every morning, whoever got beat, they handle it on that walkway where it's no police for 5 minutes. So people be walking as slow so that they could get it on. And them dudes just got it on for the whole 5 minutes until they was running out of breath, catching their breath, going back at each other again, stabbing each other. I'm sure they got hit sometime. One of them a few of those hits had to penetrate somewhere where they got hit. You understand what I'm saying? But mostly they was hitting them phone books, and the sound I'll never forget the sound of those phone books, them picks or whatever bangers they had hitting those phone books. Like I was like, boy, if that was somebody's arteries, it'd be over. So that was like the most sobering moment right there, where I knew where I was at. Like, all right, this is different. You heard?
Yeah. You said it was going gun for gun, hitting the. Yeah, so they both wasn't playing, and I mean they both was coming to really try to, drop something.
I think they had some serious beef from the streets, and they landed in the same jail together, and they had to get it in. I don't know whatever happened to the dudes, though. I was just there that one day.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, that's wild, bro.
You heard? Check out my Stamina Savages. I mean, they got them up north wild war stories from New York and beyond.